Hi, so on the menu today we're going to be making a peanut curry chicken. But first we need to make a marinade, so you're going to need to marinate your chicken for a couple of hours. So we start off by 4 tablespoons of coconut milk, which I got out of my can. I'm going to use the rest of the can for the second part of the recipe. So we start with 4 tablespoons. Then I have a tablespoon of peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of red curry paste, and in here I have a tablespoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of fish sauce. So I'm going to mix this around. So now I have this nice creamy paste, and I'm going to add that to my chicken. So over here I have 4 chicken breasts that I have sliced into 1-inch slices, and I'm just going to add my marinade to my chicken. I'm going to toss this so that all the pieces are coated evenly. Now I'm going to cover this and put it in the fridge for 2 hours. Okay, so this has been marinating for a couple of hours. The next step is to put this on a baking sheet. So I have parchment paper here on my baking sheet, and I'm going to place these, my fingers are clean, I'm going to arrange these on my pan. Okay, so this is going to go in a preheated 375-degree oven for about 35 to 40 minutes until your chicken is cooked through. Okay, so while the chicken is in the oven, I'm going to start working on the sauce. So I'm going to start with about a tablespoon of oil. I've used ghee in this case, so clarified butter. And I have 1 onion finely chopped, so we're going to put that into our heated oil. I'm going to let this cook for 3 or 4 minutes until the onions have softened. So what I really like about this recipe is that it's very quick. Other than the marinating time, if you're well prepared, and I know you probably have made this mistake because I have many times, you're looking at a recipe, you've got all the ingredients, you get ready to start, and you realize, oh shoot, it needed to have something marinated. So if you can get this marinade made the night before, you can put your chicken in the fridge that morning, have it marinating, so when you come home, while it's in the oven, you get the sauce ready, and it should be ready in 35, 40 minutes. So it's very quick, and it's very tasty, so that's a bonus. And I know that you can buy all kinds of prepared sauces in the grocery store, but if you read the ingredients, oftentimes there's a lot of things in there that really should not be for human consumption. It's just not real food. So by making everything yourself, yeah, it might take a couple more minutes, but it's really worth it. It's much healthier for you. Now I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. And ideally I would have liked to have had a tablespoon of freshly grated ginger, and unfortunately my neighbors are not home, so I can't bum it off them. So I've decided to put a teaspoon of powdered ginger. I'm just going to fry this for just a couple of minutes, making sure that the garlic doesn't burn. Next, I'm going to add the remainder of the can of coconut. If you remember correctly, at the beginning I used about 4 tablespoons of my coconut milk for my marinade, so I'm going to use the rest of it now in the sauce. Then we add 1/4 cup of peanut butter, a teaspoon of fish sauce, a teaspoon of soy sauce. Sorry, that was a tablespoon of fish sauce and a tablespoon of soy sauce. Now I add a tablespoon of brown sugar and a tablespoon of the red curry paste. So it's pretty much all the same ingredients that I had in my marinade, other than the onions. So I'm going to give this a little stir until everything is nicely blended. Okay, so my chicken is cooked. I've got this turned back on. I'm going to add my chicken into the sauce. All right. This is very hot. I'm going to do this carefully. smells delicious. And so now I have about 5 cups of broccoli and cauliflower. And this is where you can add whatever you want. You could add red pepper, you could add zucchini. I just happen to have this in the fridge and it needs to be eaten, so that's gonna be, I'm gonna add that to my chicken. Let's give this a little stir. So I'm gonna turn down the heat. I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 to 7 minutes until the broccoli and cauliflower have cooked a little bit. I don't want to overcook them, but you can cook it longer if you wish, and to allow all the flavors to blend. Okay, this is finally ready. One of the things I forgot to do before putting the chicken and the vegetables in, I should have put some lime juice. So about, 1 or 2 tablespoons of lime juice. So I'll add that now. Stir this around, make sure the flavors are well blended. Tonight I'm serving this with some basmati rice. All right. Chicken. Veggies. And some of that nice flavorful juice. I'm going to add some cilantro. And there we go. We have our peanut curry chicken. Really quick recipe to make. If you'd like to make it spicier, you could add some chili peppers or maybe some sriracha over it. But there you go. I hope you enjoy.